What's up, Facebook? You guys following along? The last thing we did was we found that there is an injector control problem on injector number 3, and the problem does not seem to be on the injector end of the equation. It's on the computer end. So as I said before, we're going to dig the computer out of the car, have a look at the harness, and if necessary, do some testing on that end of the harness. I'm going to bring you along. We already kind of found the answer, but I'm going to show you what I found before I tamper with it. Alright, Jordan, if you will, hold this light. Here is our 60-pin EC connector, and I've already marked the wire we're interested in. Thank you, eBay. Here is this little red dot. Was actually there when I got here, but this little red dot lines up with pin number 12, which is the brown and yellow wire going to injector number 3. So, I don't know if I can show you this, but I'm going to try to get as close as the camera will let me. Alright, so you can see the head of each one of these female pins, and where that little red arrow is what is the wire we're interested in. And I noticed, I don't know if I can show this, but I noticed it's a little bit low in the hole. That it looked like maybe it was sunk down. I've tampered with it a little bit, so it might not be exactly where it was when I found it. But it's just a little bit down in the hole, and it made me think maybe we're looking at a D-pin situation here, and that it's not making good contact. And so what happens is on these little female pins, there's a little spring tab that holds it from falling back out of the hole once you insert it into the harness connector. So we found the brown and yellow wire, and that is really hard to get to on this car. It's behind a couple of others. It's right here. Alright, so I got my thumb on it. Maybe. And remember where the second one, the one right above where the red thing is, and if I pull down on that wire, nothing should happen. The wire should be trapped there. And guess what? It came out. In fact, I can probably show you the other end of that wire now that it's come out. There she is. There's the pin, and either the one-way tabs have broken off or they're not stretched out enough or something. But the problem with this car was that there's something wrong with this pin, and the solution is either going to be modify this pin and make it work, or cut it off and replace it with a new pin, repin the connector, and that should be a fix, but we won't know until we actually repair it, because it was sitting pretty close to the top, about like that. And my theory is that every time the PCM has been in and out of this car, the male pin pushes on the female, and there's supposed to be this little tiny metal piece on the pin that keeps it from backing out. But if you plug and unplug the computer enough times, or if that pin's gotten bent or just faulty over the years, the little ear breaks off, and then there's nothing to stop the pin from moving. So every time you plug the computer in, the pin just gets pushed down by the computer. And it can stick to the very end but still not make a contact. So when you go to unplug the computer, the pin pulls it back up, and it ends up almost in the same spot as it was before, or just the spring-loaded tension, the nature of the wires being bent, just pushes it back up. So even when you're looking at it, it doesn't really look like it's a problem, but it is. So that's it. I think we found the fix. But don't go away just yet. We're going to do some testing after I repair this, and after I look real hard at it and see if that connector on the ears broke off. We're going to try to fix this and then retest and see if we get cylinder number 3 back. That's it for now.